guys, it's me Jenna with White Witch Parlor, and today I want to do some crystal talk and talk about the really cool magical stone known as Calligraphy script stone or Mariam stone. It has many different names and all of it tied to the Akashic records and past life healing. Arabic or cobra stone is also made up of hematite iron and fossil shells, which gives it its really unique, beautiful texture on the surface. This magical stone offers guidance through meditation and divination practice because it allows you to gaze, kind of like you would with a black obsidian crystal sphere, but this one almost produces physical images that you can see. The longer you gaze and meditate with it, holding a soft stare, you'll notice different words or shapes or images coming to light. And it is said that those images reflect past life. So things in your history, you might see an elephant or a skull, and it's all symbolism to your past life and the things that you need to heal or let go from them. Working with this stone, you can really enhance your skills of automatic writing, which is letting your subconscious lead your hand when you're doing some meditative writing. You can also let your hand go free and give off some drawings, but you will notice that when you gaze upon this stone, you will find these messages coming to light, especially if you're asking for guidance or wisdom from your angels and guides. You will see the things come forward to you. So these messages physically become clear and easy for you to see. So this is why this stone is really cool, because if you're someone who's having problems finding your spiritual awareness or finding that guidance and you really want physical confirmations right in front of you, Mariam stone, calligraphy script stone, whatever you'd like to call it, is definitely a stone that you can benefit from because you can gaze upon it and see these physical messages coming to you. Because of this, it helps to strengthen our connection to spirit. It helps us tie into our divine on our past life and our higher self so that we can better tap into our own Akashic records, basically the records of our life and our soul's growth. As I've said before in other videos, every time we come back to Earth, we're learning another lesson so that our soul can grow. Earth is like a class. So with Mariam stone at our side, it helps us to kind of remember our own records. It's like if you go to school and throughout your whole school career, they keep records of each grade and how you did, how you progressed. And so if you think of it that way as a file cabinet, that's what this stone holds for us. It is like our own file cabinet of our own record of our soul's growth in each life. So you can see those images coming forth to you to help you grow in this life. This diviner stone really helps with the art of gazing. It really helps if you're a beginner because you can really physically see these images coming out. So if you get good at doing it with this, you start to understand what it is and how these messages are coming to you, and you can use that practice and that knowledge later on when you're gazing into a bowl of water or using a black shiny surface so that you can get really good at interpretation of what spirit is trying to say to you and how they communicate to you. This stone really helps us to push away distractions during the art of divination because we are physically seeing what's right in front of us rather than trying to interpret what our intuition is telling us. Now this stone's highly tied to the earth element and your root chakra and sacral chakra, and it really helps us to pull that grounding energy and that earthly energy back into our souls and our aura so we can heal. So we also want to heal past life traumas from these things. The more past life issues you heal, the faster you grow in this lifetime and the healthier you become mentally. You tend to have a spiritual awakening, and these are always coming in layers and layers and layers, like an onion, but in reverse. So we're just shedding these constant layers of trauma in the past, not just in this life, but in lives before, things that are affecting us in this current reality. However, a lot of those past realities also help to shape this reality, but sometimes it's like a wound. You need to heal it so that you can move on and become efficient again. So once you unblock these past traumas, you tend to open up to a bigger, greater flow into your life so you can get to the things that really matter the most. Now the cool thing with calligraphy script stone is that the longer you look at it, the more images you tend to see. And different messages come to you at different times. So what you might see on, say, one side, you might see it over and over again. But at a different stage in your life, say a week later or a month later, that same side is going to offer a different message, even though it looks like the same pattern now, because we see what we want to see and we also see what we need to see. So different messages on the same stone will come to you at different times, which makes it a really unique stone because it feels as if it's always shifting and changing somehow. Now, if you're interested in gaining and enhancing your natural psychic abilities, then you need to work with this stone because it helps you to unlock those underlying fears that are holding you back from your true potential. Now, if you're interested in awakening your true psychic abilities, then it's really important to work with stones that do that. And calligraphy script stone is one of these stones. So as you will notice that the name is calligraphy script, it literally looks like someone took a calligraphy pen and scribbled all over it. But it's not. These are the fossils that are embedded into the hematite iron. And the cool thing about that is the messages from Earth telling you something. Every time you change the direction or position or even the lighting of the stone, you're going to find a new message. So if you're trying to grow that psychic ability and you're trying to really tap into that divination practice and get really, really good at it, you want to carry this stone around with you quite a bit. So whenever you're having little questions here and there, try asking it a question and then gazing upon it and seeing what you're getting. You can note down these answers or you can just take them and let them go. But either way, you get better and better at deciphering what it is you're seeing from your guides or your own intuition and what it is the stone's reflecting so that you get good at reading this stone. So when you find yourself in a meditative state and you want the answers of where you came from or what your previous past life was, or maybe a very significant past life to you, simply find yourself a piece of the calligraphy script stone in your collection. Gaze upon it. It can be big or small. It doesn't matter because the messages will still come through. Obviously, it's funner to gaze at something bigger, but you don't need that. It's not necessary. But it is really fun to just let your mind go free and wander and just really pick up whatever it is that the universe is trying to communicate to you or whatever your soul is needing to fix from past life experiences. So I hope this little tidbit of information helps you significantly with your knowledge of Mariam, calligraphy script stone, or Arabic stone, and I hope that you find yourself being drawn to it at some point in your spiritual awakening, because it is a really cool stone to work with. And I know that when I first started working with it, I was amazed at how many answers were coming to me when I would ask questions or just kind of let my mind go free and see what would come to me regarding past lives or current situations or anything like that. And I got really tied to it. And then at that time, I only had a little tumbled stone of the calligraphy script stone, and it still worked wonders, and it was really fun to have in my pocket. Sometimes I'd be waiting somewhere in a lobby and I'd just pull it out and start looking at it. And it's just kind of a fun interactive tool to use in your everyday life. So I hope that you did learn a little bit of information, and if you like this video, you can always share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all so very, very much, and have a beautiful, blessed week. Bye.